Greetings, petrolheads. Welcome back to Automation and Car Company Tycoon Game. Now, one thing you may have noticed in the previous episode when we were doing the Lamborghini Diablo is this, the Ferrari 355, which is what we're going to be looking at today. The body is the 90s MR Coupe, I think is what it's called in the workshop. And yeah, basically, as far as fixtures go, we have pop-up headlights. In here I did put two indicators very close to each other. If you zoom in, you can see the gap between them, but if you stay closer away, then it almost looks like the sort of yellow Ferrari badge that you get on the bonnet of almost every Ferrari. The grille is the same one that we used on the Diablo down here, only that this time I wanted the bottom side to be straight, the bottom edge. Therefore I put some stripes across that. We get some fog lights here, and also these are the indicators after all. And to make them look sort of washed out is I put one regular headlight down, and then I put an indicator across that, above that, and that creates the sort of look that you're getting right here. I probably forgot about the side indicators, it's my mistake. It's got some vents on the bonnet. It's got a very stubby door handle that you can only really see the keyhole, and these vents are kind of the closest approximation to what you can get on a real Ferrari. And then on what is basically the bonnet, you have the scoop, and you also have a couple of grills. And then on here, on the rear end, this is just classic Ferrari, isn't it? What I did is I took a plastic version of one of the standard grills, turned it upside down, stretched it all the way across, and then I put down some red round taillights, inside of which I placed some white ones. So that is basically how you do this arrangement right here. There it has a sort of, well, I did it with the grill anyways, stretched across. Number plate is right here. It's got quad exhausts, and that is basically it for the aesthetics. Right, is obviously mid-engine and rear-wheel drive. As far as the engine goes, it is a flat-plane V8. It's from aluminium, 85 by 77 is the pull-to-stroke ratio. It's got 5 hours per cylinder, which is what the second 5 stands for in its name. 3.5 is obviously the 3.5 liter capacity. So it has, I don't know about the crank, but it's got very high quality components installed in order to, support a very high rev range. I think it even has titanium conrods as well, just like the Lamborghini from last episode, but we don't have those available in 1995 in the game. So yeah, it took a little bit of tuning to get this right. It has 380 horsepower at 8200 RPM, that is correct, 8250 to be precise, and it revs to 8500, just like my engine, so that's good. But the torque is lower, it's 268 pound-feet at 6000 RPM, but I wasn't able to, get this much power at 8200 RPM and also get the peak torque to be at 6000 RPM, so maybe it could use a little bit more tweaking, but overall it's quite close to a real engine, I think, and a little bit of extra torque doesn't hurt, right? Plus we are probably making around pretty much the required torque at 6000 RPM anyway, just we're making a little bit more than that afterwards. So yeah, we got a 6-speed manual. Top speed is just shy of 300 kilometers an hour in the real car. It's 295, I think. I don't know about the diff. That is something I wasn't able to find. I think I'm just gonna give it like a viscous LSD, perhaps. Just leave it open. I don't know. That is something that, you know, I would very much appreciate some input from your side. And the tires are 235s front, 265s rear, which is sort of, you know, normally in the game you require a lot more rear tire than front tire on mid-engine cars, especially in these sort of days in the 90s and earlier as well, because, you know, otherwise if your front tires are too wide, then you get lots and lots and lots of oversteer. So usually with a 265 millimeter rear tire, you would need like 205, 195 even front tires in order to, you know, make the car not oversteer naturally. But somehow I managed to make it work here. Vented discs all around, 330 millimeters all around. That's the data I found, which may be wrong. It's got an, you know, Wikipedia says it's got an underbody and an under tray that generates downforce as you go faster. So I'm assuming it's going to be a downforce under tray. You know, that's what I think the game would classify that as. Since we don't have any lips or wings on this car, the wing angles don't matter. Cooling airflow is enough. We get some quality in here as well, because again, like, the Ferrari is an expensive car, and certainly some money has gone into aerodynamic development for this car. So yeah, 2 seats only, sport interior, standard cassette, power steering, ABS, and traction control. It had all 3 of those. Standard safety, and then yeah, some suspension tuning to make it not oversteer naturally. The weight is pretty close to the real car. Isn't it like 1325 even in the real car? Economy is about up there as well. But what we're more interested in probably is, you know, how it goes. So the quarter mile takes 12.6 seconds, which is really good for an entry-level Ferrari, for an entry-level mid-engine Ferrari. And then the airfield drag we will look at as well. Okay, and that is a 120.38, which is quite fast and probably again, like too fast for this car, just due to the game's calculations. Yeah. So that was the Ferrari 355. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like or a comment if you did. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.